Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur, Darkchylde, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Replay Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. The last episode that we did was the final episode of the second case of the game, Turnabout Corner, where we cross-examined the supposed fiancé of the defendant, and we were able to bring everything to a close based on the contradictions in her testimony. Apparently, when they found out about the checkups that the Kitaki family did, she got worried about her wrongdoings, being the nurse, formerly being the nurse of the patient. So she ran over to the doctor to get the chart from him to save her hide, only for her plan to backfire and cause the doctor to choke her, making her black out. Thought that she was dead, the doctor tried to move the body with her car, but the car won't start, thanks to a different matter at hand and at the time. Quick thinking, he used the noodle cart that he stole from Mr. Eldoon, and he was going to dispose of the body in the river in the park. Unfortunately for him, he ran into the defendant, and right when he was talking to the defendant, trying to clear things up to save his own hide, and when the witness, was calling out to them, she regained consciousness, and wanting to save her hide again, she shot the victim, waiting for the right moment, and as the witness went to go call the police, she snuck out of there. And she wanted to get Waki to be found guilty for her crime, which is the real reason why she hired us as the lawyer. Yeah, not the best for business, I'll say. But thankfully, we were able to get her instead, and now we move on to the third case in the game, Turnabout Serenade. Yes, this case, the rock band case. Things are going to take a turn for the interesting for this one. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Let's rock! We love you! Rock on, everyone! The party's not over yet! Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest! That's right, baby! The night's just getting started! Thank you for coming to the Gavineer's Guilty as Charged tour! This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 2026. 8:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. This is so cool! Oh, us at a Gavineer's concert? Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gavineer's putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice, sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're really hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually for free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, Like we're a couple of VIPs? I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Governor show. Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. God awful, maybe. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Governor's albums and 15 concert videos. That's quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have thought of me? Who would have imagined me here? At a Gavineer's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kinda cool, and I'm kinda envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Oh, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on the stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lemoire sing, right? The siren of the ballad? Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while I was overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lemoire says, "You praise me too highly." Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge! Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Letousse, Lemoire's manager, and her interpreter, incidentally. It's a great honor for us to be here. And a great honor for Lemoire to be heard in this country. Yes, forgive me if I try not to make any, dialogue for that. That's a made-up, language for this series called Bargenian. I no idea how I'm supposed to make dialogue for that. Most people just make up a bunch of, gibberish to go with it. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh, it's Lamwire. I'm actually meeting Lamwire. Lamwire, mysterious songstress. Her quest, deep song glides through the air. No, her quiet, deep song glides through the air. Lighting above a sparse, but elegant piano accompaniment. Now that is music. She's a real artist. I'll try making up some dialogue for them later. Lemore says, We have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lemore, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, but is but a voice. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lemore's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Marquis Tobite. He is blind. This is why he never stays far from Lenoir. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lenoir, so, what's the word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing mystique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music into my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And we're actually going to be able to hear and watch this serenade, so forgive me if I don't have a great singing voice as a woman, because it's really hard to do a girl's voice when singing. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the guitar's hard rock a little rest. Lenoir, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lenoir's ballad. Only Marquis' tender tones and Lenoir's docile voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all the worthwhile, you know. I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in Courts of Steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care of y'all. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Here we go. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night in your embrace, when you stole away the keys, my heart lived onto the so tight. I'm doing a bad performance here. Pleasure, but a fleeting melody. It wraps itself around me, and now through the air I fly. Whoa, whoa. Burning on in my heart, fire burning my love away, all away, like a bullet of love. Fire, take my life away, all away. Guitar, guitar, up together to the sky. Uh-oh, Gavin's guitar went on fire during that song. That can't be good. And something tells me it was not part of the performance. Wow, wasn't Lamore amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many bricks does this band need? What the heck was that? And I was never consulted about it. Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not great balls of fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Hey, I didn't do it! So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who'd burn up a guitar on purpose? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning in my heart fire, burn my love away, all away. You think the audience thought it was? Sounds like he just got lucky. They probably thought I was part of the act. At least I did. He got lucky, and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was a Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd get broke. Unusually fragile for a rock band. Frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Oh, stuck! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run. My guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Wasn't Lemroy's song incredible? You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lemoir. Yippee! Thanks so much! All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lemoir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. I like the bit with Lemoir, but the rest could use a volume knob turned way down. Apollo, you're getting old. Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Hey, you're older than I am! And let's examine this part of the table. A postcard of Lemoir. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Trucy might want one of these. I'll show it to her next time we're here. Probably should have done it when she was still in the room. Okay. Let's move out of there then. Hey, it's you! That right, kid? Detective Sky? I'll just let that right kid business pass. Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit? Security? Did something happen? There's no knowing with that glamorous fop. Apparently, he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some kind of big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door lead to? This one? That's Lamoire's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snackoos in your face. Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? Okay, let's try talking to her. Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide breath. She snackooed me. You can try talking to her with all of those if you want. The results are all going to be the same. Emma? Yeah, they're all going to be the same. Just gotta do this one more time, then I'm gonna examine that door. Okay, let's examine that door. That's Prosecutor the Gavanier's dressing room. You put so much as a hand on that door, and I'll snackooed you. Hold on! But I just came out of there! Don't play smart with me! So this is Lamoire's dressing room? If you even think about going in there, I'll... What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on! You, out of my way! Emma? Lamoire! Lamoire! It's not locked. I'm going in. What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Ah! It's Lamoire's manager. Mr. What's-his-name? Latouche! Oh no! Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. What's going on? I just talked to him and now? He's alive? Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Who? Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask what? Ask witness. Witness? There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is the siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Mr. Latouche! Yipes! Emma? What the? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No? I could have sworn I heard the door close. The concert's been canceled. Backup's on its way. Is Mr. Latouche? He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Romain Latouche shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. The venue's locked down. We took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Diane. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then, yeah, Fräulein Detective? I don't need some rock and rollin' prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Oh, a gag order. No word gets out. Oh, other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word heard of cause of death or of the murder. Tell no one. Not even Lamloir? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this there forehead. And yours too, Fräulein. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Right. Well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. And one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fräulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right, our way. Somehow, I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. I still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for navel-gazing. Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Ledouce's last words. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by siren. Oh, it's you. I figured you'd come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Ledouce did tell me to ask the witness, the siren, with his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please. You think of poor Lamoire. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great. Let's get to it. Right. Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching on her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here. I can see that. Leave no hanger unhung or spot unspotted. Mr. Roman Ledouce, whose was it, isn't it? He was Lamoire's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country. So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here. It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course. One person? Who? Lamoire. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from... What are you talking about? Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks. He's a big man. Or it was. I don't think even I could win a fight with him. Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We sent a request to the Borgian embassy for more info on him. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone. You do? That's true. It was us who found the body. What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert. Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, We know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and when we heard the shot, we entered the room, the killer was already gone. What? But that doesn't make sense. You come in here when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room? That window is a little too small, isn't it? The mystery of the disappearing killer. Now then, let's investigate this room, shall we? And I see something right there on the floor. Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma. You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't give you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy, it's about tampering with evidence. Note to self, Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. Okay. That's a body, isn't it? Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look. Hey, go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first. Trucy, really. Will you two stop bickering and get over here? She's marching on Snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Okay. What's this examination of blood here? Eek, isn't that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do, yup. Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. If that is what it looks like. Is that what it looks like? Apollo, look at his hand. He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can't throw all the You can throw all the snacks you want at me, like Emma. But sooner or later, you're gonna run out of them. You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. Ah! See there? He's holding something. What's this? A key ring? You think it might belong to the killer? Certainly a possibility. What an unusual key ring. And what unusual keys. This could be a vital clue. And I think that's all we can do for here. Let's pan to the right. Are those bullet holes? Looks like it. There are two here in the wall. From the looks of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first one must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is a mark left by the second bullet after it pierced through his shoulder. Ouch! Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? That's right. A big .45 caliber revolver. Wow. I wonder who brought this weapon in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know! No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done? Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right? Let's see. Let's talk to Emma again. Let's see. There should be a new option here that says the murder weapon. Did I miss something? I examined the body by checking his left hand. Oh, I'm forgetting a step. It's been a long time since I've done this game, folks, so bear with me. So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy! It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Oh, nothing. Hey, no fair, tell us! It's just, something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? What's so strange about the murder weapon? What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah. It doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such a close range. It's overkill. I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy, just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites. And that's not a problem? There's another thing about the gun this big. It puts a lot of strain on the shoulder. Strain? Yeah. Say, if you were to fire this revolver, the recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder. Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too! Yet the killer used this revolver, and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did this was used to shooting. Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon? Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is. I guess you're right. I know how you're feeling. It's hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved as to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back? Huh? Oh, actually we have to. Great, thanks! She left. What do we do now, Apollo? She told us to wait. Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate? Oh well, guess it can't be helped. Let's go. Huh? Go? Time's a-wasting, Apollo. Oh, we've got a lot of ground to cover. Well, that's true, but... On second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's go. Hey! Who's there? We didn't just imagine that, did we? He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours? Hardly. Whoever it was, he sure looked suspicious. Let's go to the stage. What is it with today? Hey, the problem after problem. I'm stuck. You ain't kidding. It's the two leading members of the gang of the Gaviniers, Apollo. Clavier on vocals and Darian on guitar. They're so cool. I have a hard time thinking of Clavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly. Huh? What are they arguing about? Probably the case, I bet. My Hogwarts star, my guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burned to a crisp, and on top of all that, someone's dead. And there was that performance just now. What was that all about? Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue. Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that teeny playing of yours? Who are you calling teeny? Tiny. Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over? This is hardly the time. What are you two doing here? Hiya. We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind. Sorry. Wait. You were what? Listen. You need to confirm that with the Republic of Virginia, Detective Crescent. Right. Anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? Ah, greetings. Darien Crescent, Criminal Affairs Division 3. Hello. Criminal Affairs? Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Governors, do you? Something tells me that she's about to be reminded. Something tells me that's about to be remedied. I don't believe you, Apollo. Oh, how can you come to this concert and not know about the Governors? It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once. I know America exists. The Governors aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow. The police? The real police. By day, they pack heat. But by night, they heat up the stage. By day, those hips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequired, uneducated passion. Okay. They debuted 7 years ago, when 13-year-old's hard time for love. Then came love with no chance of parole. And my boyfriend is the prosecution's witness. The list of hits goes on and on. This here's my right-hand man, Darien Crescent. I make the melodies, and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today. I hope the murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert. The concert today, a disaster! I'll get to the bottom of this, and then we'll see who missed the cue. The Miss Q. They were arguing about that before. Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. What's this missing Q you're talking about? Aha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience? Actually, I didn't notice anything. See? An amateur is going to pick up on that. No amateur is going to pick up on that. Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Oh, now take a listen to this. What's that? A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight. Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder? Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry. This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band. This lets us record each member's performance separately. You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out. Wow, neat. So could you say, hear the drum, only the drum part? Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing the cue tonight. I'm more concerned with the other criminal, the one who kills people. You want to help on the case? Then help me with mine. I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting. Let's begin. First, we need to bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear from the bottommost bar, like so. There it is. Now listen. Was something wrong? You couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely. Ah, the timing's a little off, isn't it? You see, there, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it. An amateur with a mixing board, maybe. You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out all crime until we're perfect. Perfect! Here he goes again. Right. Here, amateur. You will prove my point. Huh? Me? You will find the missing cue. You will tell us which instrument in which part is the guilty party. But how? Did I not just explain it? Use the sliders to adjust the volume of each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly boggles the cue. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears. Nothing to do but try, Apollo. I guess. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun. First, a quick review. Use the sliders to adjust the volumes. Press the selection of the song you wish to hear on the bottom bar. Sliders and the bar. Got it. Once you've found the guilty party, press the corresponding number. Time to rock! Okay. I do remember this part, so this is a bit easy. It's number 2.
Take that!
This part is off. Which one is that? Second guitar? Ah! It was you, Darian! Ah, well, looks like the cat's out of the bag. Ah, well, that's all you have to say? What kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darian? Here they go again. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time. It's all experience under the belts. Oh, that can't be bad. Unfortunately, this bit of mechanic is going to come back into play later. I still can't get over the title of the song. Guilty Love? About the crime? Which crime do you mean? The murder! What else? Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see. Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case? Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least. Huh? You were the one that found the body, yeah? While we were performing in the middle of a performance, no less. Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Mr. Prosecutor Gavin? I'll leave that to the Fraulein detective. Wouldn't want to step over her toes. They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean. Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. Hey, we might be the most informed for once. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found. Yes, that. These look familiar to you? I was wondering if you knew anything about this. That? Does it look familiar? Familiar? It's mine! That's my keyring! I've been looking all over for that. What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin? I knew it. Apollo? How can you make that I knew it face? This is the key ring that was... Yeah, I know. Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it? Actually, the victim was holding it. Like, he was trying to keep it from the killer. Even if it meant his life. What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over? Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been all today. Emma was right about the fop, I'll give her that. Apollo! Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today. I really don't think that's... Tell us, and we'll keep mum about the keyring for now. Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein? You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting? And something about your guitar case being busted? You're well informed. You mentioned it a few times. It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault. The keyring? It got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case. Wait, so this keyring... it disappeared. I thought I put it in my jacket pocket. Prosecutor Gavin keyring disappeared? I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing! And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock. Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that... the very one, up in flames! And right on stage, too. I actually thought that was part of the show. Crazy! And to top it all off, Mr. Latou's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Strange days indeed. You think? What's wrong, Trucy? Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, the heart-shaped keyring is stolen. And then a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latou's dies. Yes, and? Could it all be just a coincidence? Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this? Hey, don't look at me! What do you think, Apollo? Huh? I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned. You, aren't you thinking what I think you're thinking? Are you, Frolin? I am. What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about? Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's travels today? Well... yeah, I did notice. You know, something was bugging me too. That keyring, the guitar, and the body. Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy. He's bluffing! He hasn't figured it out! Fess up! If you're a man, you're as clueless as I am! Huh? No, give Forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we? Evidence? Ack! I'd better think of something pronto! Come on, let's see it! What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles? Maybe this?
Take that!
It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet? The guitar serenade? What's that got to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Frolin hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? And enough with the riddles! Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Frolin? I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics of this song. What? No way!
Look, just think about everything that happened to Mr. Gavin. And let's list them in the order they occurred. While reading the lyric sheet.
First, the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right, here.
When you stole away the keys, my heart held on so tight.
This is a heart holding keys.
Next, his guitar burst into flames. Burning on in my heart, fire burned my love away. And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today, here, this song predicted it all?
Or perhaps it was the other way around.
Huh?
The criminal could have based his crime on the lyrics.
But who would go through all that trouble?
Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein.
She looks pleased. The lyrics predicting the crime, Clavier.
Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me.
I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, the murder.
The keyring might have been dropped by accident. Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected.
That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics.
That sounds likely. Why would anyone do that? While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian emissary about this Mr. Latouche.
Alright. Thanks, Darian.
I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here.
A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than this. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery. Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom?
I've done enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah?
Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from the Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamoire to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamoire is now?
I've had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist Mackay Tobite, of course. She seems rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing.
The governor's dressing room? Got it.
Egg!
Who's there? There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy?
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
So he is a friend of yours?
No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Ah, Lemoir. What has happened? I heard that Mr. Latouche has died.
Lamor, you speak... you speak English?
Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Virginia. But I am not Virginian by birth.
But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter?
Ah, that. Yes, well... It was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see.
Then, your pianist is also?
No, Mike Toba is Virginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he... Actually, Mr. Latouche was...
Trucy?
Huh?
Remember what prosecutors Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latouche is Lamor's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I suspect.
All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling.
I'm sorry. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions?
Of course. I am always willing to help.
She's as calm as she looked on stage. But I can't put my finger on why. But I like this Lumiere.
What is it, Maki? What? But you'd be alone.
What seems to be the problem?
Maki, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right?
Sure, of course.
Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about?
Okay, first things first. Let's present that brooch to her, because I know for certain we saw her wearing this before. That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you?
My brooch? Yes. That it may be mine.
Yours, Lemoir?
I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it. Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lemoir's. Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it.
So this brooch belongs to her. That beggars the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene?
The
Republic of Virginia. That's in Northern Europe, right?
I've never heard of it. I started out singing in the restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am. You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamore, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here?
Well...
Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
Imaging is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course. Ah, yes. It is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Burgunese in public.
Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter in what?
She travels the world, traveling the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right? You're very perceptive. Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy.
This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard. They may call you the siren of the ballad, right? Yes, in Borchiniers, Limoire means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was. Mr. Latooth was my new manager.
New?
Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come. I met Mr. Latooth at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard. And as it turned out, my interpreter.
Interpreter? Even though you spoke English?
Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one. Though I fear that may have to be cancelled now. Was Mr. Latooth from the Republic of Virginia too? Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him. And now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died.
I'm sorry.
Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone. Mr. Latooth was a talented man. The siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known.
The siren? That's what he meant? The siren. That's what he meant!
Huh? Apollo?
You are the siren, right, Lumiere?
That is the meaning of my name in Borchinies, yes. It was the name my producer gave me. But why do you ask?
It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you.
What do you mean important?
I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Siren. It turns out that was the very important word in this case.
How?
When I found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive.
What?
I heard him say something. His last words. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Ask witness. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? Witness is Siren.
He said siren? Really?
I was the only one to hear him say it, but I'm sure that's what he said.
Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness?
And you're the siren, Lemoire. Did you see what happened? Lemoire?
Might I ask, are you with the police?
Well, no. I'm a defense attorney.
An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests yet.
Is that a problem?
Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think. But, Lemoire, I am sorry, but I cannot answer your question. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them.
Why? If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us?
I believe we are through here.
I believe so.
Your pianist, Marchie, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll. Like a porcelain doll.
He's very European.
I met him while singing in the restaurant in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon he came to live with me. It's like a fairy tale, almost.
I notice he hardly leaves your side.
Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world.
He doesn't speak English either, does he?
He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Marchie and I, together, are Lemoire, together always. Look, it's a postcard of Lemoire.
What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before.
They must be her native tongue, Bourgeois. A landscape painter in sound. This is how it would translate roughly. Please, take one.
A landscape painter in sound. That's a nice image. And I believe that's everything we can do here, so let's move out. Whoa, who's there?
It's you.
Where were you? Ah, Emma! Is something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong. The impossible happened. It's all your fault, you know.
Oops. Maybe this is about leaving the crime scene?
What do you mean by impossible? Well, it's gone. Utterly gone. What's gone? The body, stupid. What else? Eh? Mr. Lotus's body was disappeared. What?
Ah, Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you heard the news. I heard Mr. Lotus's body has gone missing. Look for yourself. Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
How can you just stand there? We have to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fräulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a caviar. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Lotus's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like it? You like, man? Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. If someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person. Not lost and found, man.
Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? A sausage? No, wait, it was a pickle. Oh, and it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room.
Sorry. Not much I can say.
It's alright. Top priority is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags of chocolate snackoos should do the trick nicely.
You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Go to the stage. I have a feeling it might be there.
Does something seem different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out. That stage must have been lowered before.
That's the tower that Lenoir and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see any way to control it from here. Apollo, oh, what about that ladder? There against the wall. We could use that to take a look at top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this for ourselves. This sort of thing are for ourselves.
I'm not good with heights. Me either, Apollo. Me either.
Stop whining and start climbing.
Ugh. It didn't look that high from below, really. But when I got to the top, I felt every one of those 20 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there.
Hey!
We found two things we were looking for. The one thing we never expected to find. The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist Maki Tobite.
Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
Oh wait, that was Apollo. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Maki? Why?
Don't look at me. Don't look at me like it's my fault. Maki Tobite. Hey, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romain Latouche.
I can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could they possibly...
Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, eh? I apologize for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either. It was tough for me too. We performed together that night after all, yet? The powers that be say that, given the circumstances, it could only have been him. What do you mean by the circumstances? Lamoire was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be went, really. Well, those are circumstances, alright. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect? Yeah, forehead. You seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy. Ah, right. I think I like this side of prosecution Gavin better, actually. I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars to the case, especially not to the defense attorney. What? Did you just say? Me? The defense attorney? That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your service. He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right. Good luck. I'm off to question Lamoire. Right, later. I hope I'm up to this.
Well, I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible?
You said that already.
Machi, everything's going to be okay. We're here for you. Hi. Maybe you can tell us about last night? Huh?
That was when I realized how tough it might be. A little kid like this, in a country so far from anything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamar can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Good luck. I'm off to question Lamar.
Well, what are we going to do?
That's, a good question. I can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. Oh boy. This is certainly a pickle for our team. Our client is a foreigner and we don't understand his language. What are we gonna do? For the trial, find out next time and let's replay Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring the bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. Till the next video, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.